just when I think woke has reached the end of the road, couldn't be more outrageous, a story pops up that I'm still having trouble comprehending because it seems so insane. Now, I'm going to put you both on the spot. Truisms are generally true. Tell me a truism that you think is, as it pertains to the human condition, is just as true as anything could possibly be. Rich.
Sydney Sweeney is hot.
All right, that's not a truism. I'm looking for a truism. We're talking about Sydney Sweeney, but I'm looking for a truism. Like a fish rots from the head, or, something. You got something that you think is just...
A really true truism?
Yeah, like one that explains humanity 100% accurately.
Oh, I don't know whether it's a truism, but people act in their self-interest is a pretty bedrock aspect of human nature.
All right, Emily, I'm looking for like an aphorism. You got one that comes to mind? Like a fish rots from the head.
Yeah, let's go with absolute power corrupts absolutely.
There you go. That's an excellent one. Now, here's a 2-word one. Sex sells. Here's a new ad campaign for jeans, like your denim jeans, from the actress Sydney Sweeney.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Yeah. Now, my criticism of this American Eagle ad campaign is it's the most unoriginal thing ever, the wordplay on jeans and jeans. Mm-hmm. But the amount of publicity this has gotten because of the backlash from the left and the capacity of people to talk about it. Here's 4 folks from the San Francisco ABC affiliate talking about this ad campaign, and get ready to cringe, everyone.
Can we just bring some sanity to this, okay? Here's a company that's trying to sell jeans. Sydney Sweeney is pretty. They're using a pretty woman to sell their product. End of story. There's nothing else going on here, in my opinion.
I agree with you 100%, Larry. I mean, I think you can say anybody can have great genes.
Yes.
They're traditionally mainstream beautiful, and that could be someone who's black or Latino or Asian or Hawaiian, anything. A lot of people have great genes.
Yep. I just think she wasn't reading the room, and I think the company wasn't reading the room. Now's not the time for this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I argue, what if J-Lo would have sold jeans this way?
Yeah,
would anybody have a problem with that?
No.
I don't think so, right? Now, but I do remember, so what makes up somebody who has great genes, right? I mean, like genes, as in G-E-N-E-S, right? Or great DNA. So I remember this biologist reading several years ago saying that actually people like J-Lo, Puerto Ricans, have the best DNA. Because they're so mixed.
Features.
They're so mixed because of the, ethnic diversity.
Yeah.
And health-wise, that could be good.
Oh my goodness. the whole reaction to this has just made me bonkers. Emily, do you understand why people are upset by they're using an attractive actress to sell a product? Do you understand? Can you enunciate it?
Well, I think some of it stems from sheer boredom, first of all, Mark. Secondly, I would say there's this emergent narrative, especially among Gen Z, where they're analyzing a lot of this new pop culture through the lens of like fascism. They see it as, sort of dog whistles or signposts on the road to fascism. And that's been one of the critiques of...
Yes.
We talked about this on an after party last night, a couple of different, Jesse Murph and now Sydney Sweeney, that this somehow indicates a cultural vibe shift that's not just healthier towards the center or whatever, because it's not constantly saying, people who are obese, for example, have good genes, whatever it is. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that even, but
there's a safe place for politically incorrect comments, so don't worry.
Good. But it's not just that. It's swinging so far back that it's the Trump vibe shift is taking America straight to fascism.
Rich, is this an ad for jeans with a pretty actress or Nazi propaganda?
Yeah, I mean, Emily's right. It's just there's a whole cottage industry making the most tenuous connections between something happening now and Nazi Germany, right? Trump wants to secure the border. So, the Nazis want to secure borders too. Therefore, we're heading to fascism. So just the word genes obviously is the triggering word here, but it goes to this whole controversy goes to what you were discussing with Emily a minute ago about the problem the Democratic Party and the left has with men, right? This is an insane controversy. I had a political consultant friend down in Florida who was doing focus groups with Latinos prior to the 2020 election. And what they realized slowly is that if you wanted an accurate read of Latino men, you couldn't have them in the same room with their wives and partners and with women, right? You got them to a separate room, then you loosened them up, and you asked the guys, so why do you like Trump? And someone would eventually say, nice family. Everyone's a nice family. And then someone would say, attractive wife, attractive wife. Then someone say, his wife is hot. And I was like, yeah, his wife is hot. That's why we like Trump. But this is the way kind of ordinary people think. That's just totally alien now to a sector of the Democratic Party.
I swear to God, if I were, sometimes I talk about blue booking a book, like no, thinking, just taking the empty sheet of paper and start writing. I swear if I were writing a book about the decline of the Democratic Party and their failure to communicate with real people, I might lead with the Sydney Sweeney thing, because it's so insane. It's like I said, when I first heard about the story, I was like, well, I need to see this ad, because obviously she's wearing a swastika, or she's, well, there's got to be something in it that suggests an improper use of whatever. And again, jeans, like stupid pun, but not a controversial one. And yet the thing continues to rage. And my Twitter feed, which is not super woke, but I dabble in it to understand all voices. Like, people are still up in arms about this ad. It's crazy.